Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. In this particular video, I'm covering the topic of indices. Indices is a pretty interesting topic. It's covered in both math and AdMath, and it usually gets kind of intense in Form 4 and probably Form 5. So let me start with some examples. Before I could get to the examples, I need to go to the rules. These are the rules of indices. There are many rules, right? There's the multiplication rule. It says if a to the m by a to the n, well then we add. The division, we minus. The power rule, we multiply, and so on, right? Now I'll go through some examples and they might touch on maybe one, maybe a few of these. So there's also one other one that I wanted to stick in, a to the 1 on m, which means a root m, right? So now let's go to the simplify. If I had my first sum, and say my first sum was this, 2x squared by 3x cubed, right? Now, the first thing I need to do is analyze. I have the letter x here and the letter x here. Great. I have a multiply sign here, so that means I could apply my first rule, the multiplication rule. So it simply means I'll multiply my values, 2 and 3, so I'll get 2 by 3 for the coefficient, x squared and x cubed. Well, that simply means I'm following this rule, so I'm going to add my powers. So I'll get x to the 2 plus 3. So this works out to be 6x to the 5. So that's my first sum. My second sum, 4x squared y cubed, all raised to the power of 3. Now this one kind of touches on this rule here. A to the m, all raised to the power n, simply means a to the m by n. So now we don't have one value here, we actually have 3 values here. But all raised to the power 3 is going to be applied the same way as this one. So it's going to be 4 raised to the power of 3, x squared raised to the power of 3, x cubed raised to the power of 3. So that simply means 4 raised to the power of 3, that will be what that is what that will be. X squared raised to the power of 3, well, I'll apply the rule of indices, which is to multiply them. So I'll get x to the 2 by 3, and as well, y cubed will be cubed by 3, 3 by 3, and so on. So now 4 cubed will be 64, x raised to the power of 2 by 3 will be 6, and y raised to the power of 3 by 3 is 9. Now, if you're confused about how I got this 4 to the power of 3, remember this is like 4 to the power of 1. There's an imaginary 1 there. So it's like 1 by 3. So that's how I got that, right? So all of them, the same rule was applied to each one. If I had 15 values inside of here, I would apply all 15 values raised to the power of 3, right? Now, moving on to example 3. This one is a little more messed up, but as always, it's doable. So this is my sum. Now this root here with a 4 may look a little strange for you all, but it actually means this. This a root m simply means a raised to the power of 1 on m. So this 4 here simply means everything here acts like a, 81, x8, y4, raised to the power of, you guessed it, 1 on 4. Now, I'm going to apply this rule now again. All raised to the power of n is simply all of them raised to the power of a quarter. 81 raised to a quarter, x8, y4, etc. Similar rule, 81, which there was an imaginary 1 there, raised to the power of a quarter, x8 by a quarter, y4 by a quarter. Simplifying this now, this would be 81 to the quarter, which is the root 4 of 81, and I think that'll be 3. This will end up being x squared, so I'll just write it down here too, and this will be y1. So this, everybody, will be my final answer for number 3. Nice and easy. Next one, number 4. Number 4 now goes like this. X to the quarter raised to the power of 9 multiply by x to the 7 root 4. Yeah, that's a little crazy, but we could get it done. Same rule, just multiply those. That's a quarter by 9. And this one is, well, same thing. X to the, this 4 here means it's a quarter out here, and the 7 will be written back here. So we multiply these two. So I'll get x to the 9 on 4, x again to the 7 on 4 because I'm multiplying. And by this multiply rule here now, I add. So you can see in one sum, you can use a variety of rules, and that's okay, right? Nothing says that you must only use one. But that's the beauty of this. Once you are familiar with all these rules, these questions become very, very easy. All of this simply means x to the 4. Who would have thought, right? But again, the fourth sum done. Now let's move on to number 5. Number 5 now. Dealing with negative indices. So I'm just going to decide, if this was 7 squared, wouldn't this be 7 by 7? And wouldn't that just be 49? Right. So 7 to the minus 2 means that I'll apply the minus first. And the minus simply means I'm flipping. So this is really 7 over 1. So this will become, I'll just erase this piece, 1 on 7 squared. So you see what happens here is I had my minus 2, I applied the minus, and I got this, but I did not apply the 2, so I have to write back the 2. So now it's 1 squared over 7 squared, which is 1 by 1, 1, and 7 by 7, 49. This is my answer for number 5. Number 6, 4 to the 3 raised to the power of minus 2. A few things are happening here. There's a minus sign here, we're squaring, and then we're cubing, right? So the first thing I'll apply is my minus. So instead of 4 to the 3, which is 4 over 1, I am going to flip this. So it's going to become 1 over 4 all to the 3. I'll write it here. I'll write it outside like that. And I'll put the 2 here now. Okay? So I got rid of the minus, so it's now here. This is my sum without the minus. Now applying the 2 powers here, I could multiply, because this is raised to the power of 3 raised to the power of 2, which is the same as raised to the power of 3 by 2, which is 1 on 4 to the power of 6. So that simply means 1 to the 6 and 4 to the 6. And that works out 1 on 4096, right? So now, and that's my answer for number 6. So number 7 now. We're almost done. 25 to the minus 3 on 2. Again, first thing I'm applying is the rules with the minus. So 25 raised to the power of minus 3 on 2. So a few things are happening here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the minus. So the minus means I'm going to flip the 25. So the 25 is 25 over 1. So it's going to become 1 over 25 raised to the power of 3 on 2. So you see what happens here? It went from minus 3 on 2 to just 3 on 2 because the minus was applied down here. The next thing I'm going to do is I always like to apply the bottom value first. So that is the square root. So I'm going to apply the square root of 1 over the square root of 25. And since I've applied the square root, I've gotten rid of this 2, and I'm just left with a 3. So the inside values will become 1 on 5, and then it will be raised to the power of 3, which will be 1 cube, and 5 cube. So it will be 1 on 125. And that, everybody, is the answer for number 7. Number 8 now. 343 raised to the power of minus 2 on 3. So again, 3 things are happening here. 1 is the minus, 2 is it's being squared, and 3 is we're finding the cube root. So the first thing again I'm going to do is apply the minus. So it's going to become 1 on 343 raised to the power of 2/3. And as I said, I like to always work with the bottom value. So I'll go the cube root of 1 over the cube root of 343 squared. Now that works out to be 1, 7, right? Because the cube root of 343 is 7 squared. So it'll be 1 squared, which will be 1, and 7 squared, which will be 49. So it will be 1 on 49. So that is the answer for number 8. And lastly, number 9, a little more complicated. 125 over 64 raised to the power of minus, again, 2 on 3. So again, the first thing I'm doing is applying the minus. So I get 64 over 125 raised to the power of, guess what, 2 on 3. I'm going to apply the root. So the cube root of 64 over the cube root of 125, all raised to the power of what's left? 2. So this is going to be, I think this is 4, and this will be 5 squared. So it's the same as 4 squared over 5 squared, which is 16 on 25. So that, everybody, is the end of my number 9 and the end of all my examples for today. So I hope that you all have understood. Please feel free to drop me a comment and let me know if you do or if you don't. Thanks again for watching, and thanks again for tuning into my channel. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, of course. Thanks, guys, for the support.